I hope you're doing well. Okay, let's go ahead and get to it. I want you to listen to this. They're asking Todd a question about, marriage and the relationship. And then what he said he's going to do. So much for the good guy.
Nah, I just thought she was cool. I was like, she's cool. She's real chill.
So they're asking him about marriage.
Like a little energy. She got big booty and stuff. You know what I mean? But nah, it wasn't. Yeah, the marriage thing didn't come to the prayer thing and her telling me to make a decision. I was like, oh, I like that shit. That shit is hot.
Well, let's
She
be
thinks
clear.
she is.
Well, I mean, come on. I didn't have time to be playing games with you.
Really? Okay. I got you, girl.
I'm smashing all of your friends.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what he said? He said he's smashing all of Candy's friends. If we single, he's blanking them all down. You're going through a divorce, and this is what you have to say. And you're in the public eye. Do you have to be so tacky with everything somebody asks you?
Nah, I just thought she was cool. I was like, she's cool. She's real chill. Like a little energy. She got big booty and stuff.
And it's like that. Oh, she got a big booty and all that. We understand it. But it's like when you're in the public eye, you do have an image. I'm not saying to be fake. See, this is where keeping it real, it gets all the time, it gets so tacky. You can say, hey, I respected her mind. We have to go straight to, oh, she got a big booty. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm keeping it real. Sometimes keeping it real is kind of tacky to me. Were you aligned mentally? She was a beautiful woman physically. You couldn't go there. But this lets you know when a man hates you. My opinion. Do I know them personally? Heck to the no. But in the midst of a divorce that she's filed, when people say things like this, they want to smash, have relations with your friends, that man, he wants to hurt you. That's how I see it. Why can't he just go out being respectable? The mother of my children. But oh no, got to get what I consider just low class ghetto.
You know what I mean? But nah, it wasn't. Yeah, the marriage thing didn't come to the prayer thing and her telling me to make a decision. I was like, oh, I like that shit. That shit is hot.
Well, let's be
She
clear.
thinks she is.
Well, I mean, come on. I didn't have time to be playing games with you.
I'm smashing all of your friends to be singing. Them all down.
Wow. He's smashing all Candy's friends if we single. So tacky. You do have children, by the way. You have a teenage daughter from a previous relationship, and then they've got the daughter Blaze. Some of these men have no forethought. The kid may see this one day. But for him to say that, and I thought about when she was speaking how, life is lifing. I thought about that. And excuse me, she was, getting a little upset. Understandable. I thought, wow, that part.
You're cool. You know what I mean? You're moving, you're mixing, you're moving, and you're hanging out with friends. But then sometimes you have your moments of sadness, and me being the Taurus that I am, I like to keep those moments to myself. When I was on Housewives, I really couldn't keep moments to myself when I got upset, so y'all would catch me crying. But in real life, my everyday life, I don't really like for those moments to be shared with the world.
Understand.
So, but I am sharing with my Amazon family today. So, I am up and down. And to be clear, yes, I filed Friday, but, this is something that, has been brewing for a while. So.
She said has been brewing for a while. And see, I don't know if you saw that clip about him saying he wanted, it's like they've been together for 10 years and they work together pretty much. I mean, Candy's a superstar. He's behind the scenes guy. I don't know if you saw that, and she was like, "Oh, I knew this was gonna happen. Well, you wanted your own office. He wants to do his own thing." And I saw, what, that right there, the guy. It may be interpreted as, "Hey, he might be tired of working in her shadow," and I get it, wanting something of your own. And I still say, even with those restaurants, the first thing hit my mind, like I said, don't forget the restaurants and maybe the trucking company, they basically used, that was not, just Candy's money, her pre-marriage money. That was money that they made from investments together. You feel? Just like they had that movie together, and they've had those Bravo series about the restaurants and all that. They had that together. So, from what I understood, the research, that was money that they reinvested from their profits. The profits were reinvested. So the first thing again that hit my mind was like, wow, when those restaurants closed down, they were saying about, repairs and rent and all that kind of fun thing. The first thing that hit my mind was, you know what? As an entrepreneur, Ken is a businesswoman. She understands things, but sometimes as a person who may not be as savvy as the other person in business, they may think, "Oh my goodness, well, let's go ahead. You can go ahead and get this. You can go ahead and use your money to save our business." Because don't forget, the restaurants and the trucking company, those were established after the marriage. So again, that's after the marriage. So if those had become successful entities, successful venues, if they had blown up, then oh my gosh, on his exit, then they would need to split it. So I still think, wow, there could have been some resentment there. Rich people are known to do what? Use other people's money. People hide about, oh, Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're broke. They get, oh my gosh. No, they're not broke. Rich people use other people's money. Sometimes broke people don't get it. I'm a broke person, but I get it. Have you not seen the tax code? Oh my God, I think, and I printed it out because I was like, because it had said, even if you're married to someone and they've made investments, I think it's 170. Is it 179? Don't quote me on that. Because I remember running down the stairs and I'm showing my husband, I'm like, oh my gosh. Because someone said that could help you. I'm like, but I didn't spend that kind of money. Oh. So you can, again, don't quote me on that. That's going to be a separate video. I've already put it out there. Or basically, let's say if you have a new business, instead of taking like depreciation, um, you can basically, let's say you buy a property or business, you can pretty much write it off in a lump sum. That's what I'm referring to. That's how the rich are going to get richer. If you have a property and you changed it to a business, even, listen, I want to get into that because I'm going to get off course. But anyway, they're broke. No, they know what they're doing. They're getting a loan. They're not broke because they know what they're doing. It's about their tax code. I'm willing to bet you. And if you acquire something for a business, even if it's financed, you don't have to go, well, I finance with the bank. Yep. Let me guess. I bet it's about that write-off, huh? Why is he borrowing money? Rich people use other people's money. In this case here, I do believe there may be some resentment with regard to those restaurants. Because people think, okay, what is Candy worth? Maybe I think I Googled her one time, $30 million. Oh, you can take care of that. So I still think he might have some resentment because that would have been his saving grace. Those restaurants, we almost together. If they blow up, boom. But that didn't happen. And maybe Candace saw the handwriting on the wall too. Again, she said in her interview, speaking on Amazon, that it's kind of what? This didn't just come out of thin air. It did not just come out of thin air. It's been brewing for a while. So I don't blame her. When you see the ship is going down the Titanic, don't put your money on deck.
divorce is definitely not the easiest thing. Sometimes, you're cool, you know what I mean? You move in, you mix in, you move in, you're hanging out with friends. But then sometimes you have your moments of sadness, you know. And me being the Taurus that I am, I like to keep those moments to myself. When I was on Housewives, I really couldn't keep moments to myself when I got upset, so y'all would catch me crying. But in real life, my everyday life, I don't really like for those moments to be shared with the world. So, but I am sharing with my Amazon family today. So, I am up and down. And to be clear, yes, I filed Friday, but, this is something that, has been brewing for a while. So, all the time.
She said it's been brewing for a while. And I thought about it. What he just said about he's going to smash her friends, so tacky, so inappropriate. Sometimes silence is the best thing for you. And I thought about it. For him to say that on social media, dude, you're not going to tell me the camera's not there. So infantile. For him to say that on social media, and we're not there, we shouldn't be there in our private lives. For him to say that on social media, can you answer me this? For him to say that, what do you think is being said behind closed doors? For him to say that on social media, what do you think in a heated moment, how this guy may react behind closed doors?
Nah, I just thought she was cool. I was like, she's cool. She's real chill, like a little energy. She got big booty. What's up? You know what I mean? But nah, it wasn't. Yeah, the marriage thing didn't come to the prayer thing and her telling me to make a decision. I was like, oh, I like that shit. That shit is hot.
Well, let's
Who
be
she think
clear.
she is?
Well, I mean, come on. I didn't have time to be playing games with you.
Mm.
Smashing all kids' friends be singing. Come on down.
Wow. He's smashing all Candy's friends. And maybe just a little joke. I still find this inappropriate, especially in a marriage. I wouldn't joke like that if someone's dating. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and smash your homeboys. No, that's to me. That's going to a new level of lowness. Because see, even if they're joking like that, real life, that'll be in a person's mind. The fact that you said that is because you thought that, and then for a person to say it and think that, that lets me know. I interpret that as, oh wow, you really, really, really want to hurt me, don't you? Oftentimes, the truth is told in jest. So this makes me think. Expect some drama. This makes me feel that there's some resentment there. He didn't file because he probably obviously living in a lap of luxury. Why didn't he file? And she said it's been brewing for a while, so this wasn't just something she did. People in business, they make calculated moves. This wasn't something that she just did, I think, off the whim. She said it's been brewing for a while. So this right here, I think he pretty much set the stage to expect some drama. Expect some jaw-dropping drama. This right here, I really think we're about to see played out in social media, unfortunately, a messy, messy divorce. Kandi, don't forget, darling, do what rich people do. Meet with every shark. You don't have to retain them, which I'm sure this is Kandi. She knows more than I do. Meet with every shark, even as for the consultation. Why? So he can't get with them. Make him work for it. Meet with every shark in Atlanta, a shark divorce lawyer. So when he goes pick up that phone, and she probably already did. But yeah, this to me, him saying this, it speaks volumes. So expect the unexpected. I say expect a messy divorce. Expect some drama. Why can't we keep it family, keep it classy? She's not being inappropriate. But even joking like this here, it's just not cool. Again, oh, people joke. A lot of times the truth is told in jest. What do you all think? Is this appropriate? Is this okay? Oh, he's just joking, just a little banter. Why would you even want to go there? So the way I interpret it, I would think the person wants to hurt me. I think he wants to hurt Kandi. Not physically. Well, but you know what I mean. I think he wants to, some people, they want to give you that last little, gut punch. See, but our friends, he's being facetious. It's inappropriate. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. I'm out. This is sad.